Spirit warriors, hold on to your seat, because what you're about to hear will leave them shaking in their boots. Have you ever felt the fiery heat of jealousy after sharing your light with the world, that surge of energy where your truth hits harder than you expected? Picture this, you posted something small, something from the depths of your soul. Maybe it was a thought, a piece of art, or just a spiritual message. You shared it with the world, thinking, this is just me being me. But then, out of nowhere, a storm erupted. People who you thought were on your side, they're now rattling their cages, angry, frustrated, and jealous. The energy shifted from love to chaos in the blink of an eye, and you're left wondering, why? What did I do? Chosen ones, let me tell you something straight. When you post your truth, when you show the world who you truly are, you're going to stir the pot. And guess what? That's not just a coincidence. You're a living spark, and not everyone can handle that fire. So why are they raging? Why are they jealous? Why does your light, your mere existence, seem to set them off? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into how your power is triggering their insecurities and why it's all part of your divine mission. Stay tuned till the end, Spirit Warriors, because we're going to break this down in 7 key points. And trust me, you're going to want to hear every one of them. It's all about waking up to your true power and understanding why your journey makes waves in this world. Those who fear your light will always try to dim it, but remember this, your light is your strength, and no one can extinguish what has been lit by the divine. Before we dive deep into what's ahead, pause and like this video, subscribe to help us reach our 1,000 subscriber milestone, and comment the number 99 to seal this message in agreement with heaven. That number isn't random, it carries spiritual power, divine alignment, and confirmation of the new beginning you're stepping into. Point 1. Your light is a beacon to the lost. You didn't ask for it, but here it is. The world's reaction to your authenticity. In a world where filters, facades, and performances often define the day-to-day, you showing up as your true self is a revolutionary act. Your posts, your messages, and the way you express yourself aren't just a collection of words or images. They are a beacon of light for those still wandering in darkness. They are a reminder that authenticity exists, and it's magnetic. While some people may celebrate your light, others might recoil from it. And this is often where the jealousy kicks in. Why does this trigger jealousy? It's actually quite simple. When people are lost or uncertain of themselves, they seek direction, guidance, or validation from others. They look for someone to help them navigate the complexities of life. And when you show up with your powerful, unapologetic energy, it's like holding a mirror up to them, forcing them to confront their own inner struggles and doubts. You, in your authenticity, are the embodiment of what they wish they could be. But rather than stepping into their own light and answering that call, many choose a more defensive route. Jealousy then becomes a shield to protect their fragile egos from the truth you are presenting. It's not about you, it's about their inability to align with their own potential. The real kicker is that this reaction from others isn't a reflection of you, but rather an indication of their inner turmoil. They're projecting their insecurities onto you because your light reveals the gaps in their own self-confidence. This can be uncomfortable, but it's essential to understand that your purpose isn't to be everyone's cup of tea. The spiritual insight is clear. The path of the chosen one is never easy, but it is always a path of light. You are meant to guide, not to fit in. If you have to dim your shine to please others, then you're not living your truth. Your mission is bigger than their comfort zones. Your authenticity is the key to your mission. It's a call to stand firm in your power, even when others may feel threatened by it. Embrace it, for the truth you offer is a blessing, and those who can receive it will be transformed by it. The world may not always understand your journey, but that's exactly why you're here, to lead them toward a brighter, more authentic path. Point 2, they can't handle what you're becoming. Have you ever felt that strange shift in the energy around you as you've evolved spiritually? You might notice that people who were once close to you start acting a little off. Some seem distant, others may even become downright hostile. At first it's confusing, but the truth is you're growing, and not everyone can handle that kind of transformation. As you tap into higher levels of awareness and understanding, your vibration increases, and this naturally creates a gap between you and those who are still in the same place they were years ago. This is not your fault. but rather a reflection of the differences in energy. The growth you experience on your spiritual path makes others feel uncomfortable, and this discomfort often manifests as strange or negative behavior. Why does this happen? The underlying emotion here is jealousy, specifically envy of your transformation. When you start aligning with your true self, embracing your power and walking your authentic path, it acts as a mirror to those who have not yet taken that step. They may start to feel exposed, realizing that they have stayed stagnant while you flourished. This can stir up feelings of inadequacy and resentment, especially when they're confronted with the truth that they could also be experiencing such growth, but have chosen not to. The discomfort of seeing someone else thrive and evolve can trigger a sense of rage, jealousy, and even frustration because they are reminded of their own resistance to change. But here's the crucial point. Your growth is not meant to please or fit into anyone else's expectations. It is your personal journey, one that serves your soul and your divine purpose. This evolution is a gift, not only for you, but for the greater good of the universe. Your growth allows you to fulfill the unique role you were meant to play in this world. So while others may feel a certain way about your ascension, that's their burden, not yours. Spiritual insight. As you rise, the winds of change will blow harder. But remember this, it's not your job to make others feel comfortable with your evolution. Let them watch, let them wonder, but don't let their insecurities stop your ascension. You are not here to conform, you are here to shine brightly, and nothing should hold you back from that light. Point 3. They see your power, but not the struggle behind it. Here's the thing, spirit warriors. People don't see the countless nights you've spent praying, meditating, and battling your own demons in silence. They don't witness the long hours of self-reflection or the quiet moments of vulnerability where you've faced your deepest fears. All they see is the end result, your wisdom, your peace, and the strength that radiates from you. And what drives them crazy is that they assume it came easy to you. They think it's something you were just born with, a gift that didn't require any hard work, when in reality, every ounce of your strength was forged through the fires of inner conflict and relentless determination. So why does this trigger jealousy? It's because they don't understand the depth of your journey. They haven't walked the same hard path you've walked, nor have they felt the weight of the battles you've fought within yourself. What they see is a version of you that has mastered the art of peace and balance, and that intimidates them. They want what you have, the calm, the clarity, the success. But they aren't willing to do the work. They aren't prepared to dig deep, to face the uncomfortable truths about themselves, or to endure the sleepless nights of transformation. The problem is, they're too busy coveting your achievements instead of putting in the effort it takes to get there. This dissonance leads to frustration, criticism, and envy. They criticize because your peace and strength serve as a mirror to their own complacency, a painful reminder of how far they still have to go. And that, my friend, is what truly triggers the jealousy. Your success isn't just a reflection of your hard work, it's a reminder to them that they haven't yet committed to their own growth. But here's the spiritual truth you must never forget. Every scar, every moment of struggle has shaped you into the powerful person you are today. While others may only see the surface, you know the truth. Your strength wasn't given to you. It was earned in the battle within. You've paid the price for this growth, and you should never apologize for that. Your journey, your evolution, and your inner peace are all the results of the work you've done behind the scenes. Let them envy your strength. You earned it. Point 4. You are the mirror they don't want to face. Chosen ones, when you step into your power and show your light to the world, it's like holding up a mirror to those around you. This isn't just any mirror, it's a reflection that captures everything. Not just the pretty surface, but the deep, unspoken parts of people's souls. You see, when others look at you, they don't just see your beauty or your achievements. They see the things they've been hiding from themselves, their insecurities, their past mistakes, and their deepest fears. But it doesn't stop there. This mirror also reflects something else, something far more powerful, their untapped potential, the greatness they've buried so deep they've almost forgotten it exists. And that's where things get tricky. You might wonder why your light causes such anger. After all, you're simply being yourself, living authentically and radiating positivity. But here's the catch. Most people aren't comfortable facing the parts of themselves they've tried to bury. Your presence forces them to look at those things they've been running from, whether it's their unhealed trauma, their insecurities about not being enough, or the dreams they've abandoned out of fear. When they see you living your truth, it highlights the gap between where they are and where they feel they could be, and that creates discomfort. That discomfort often manifests as anger because it's easier to lash out than to face the hard truths that your light reveals. Now, this anger isn't about you, it's about their inability to face what you reflect. They project their frustration onto you because it's easier than confronting their own weaknesses. They see you as a reminder of what they could be but feel they're not. Your confidence, your strength, and your authenticity all serve as a painful reminder of their own unmet potential. And while they may want to shut you down, you must remember this: it's not your job to fix their reflection. They need to do the inner work themselves. So the next time someone reacts with anger or negativity when you show up as your true self, remind yourself of this spiritual truth. You're not here to appease their discomfort. Your purpose is to keep shining unapologetically, no matter how uncomfortable it makes them. By continuing to shine your light, you may just inspire them to face their own reflection and one day begin their own journey of transformation. Point 5, your confidence is their insecurity. Confidence is like a magnetic force. It draws attention effortlessly. When you carry yourself with a deep sense of self-assurance, your presence can light up a room, making people take notice. However, what's often unspoken is that not everyone around you will react positively to that. To those who haven't yet cultivated their own sense of self-worth, your confidence can feel like a threat. It's a stark reminder of what they lack, and it has the potential to spark jealousy. Jealousy, at its core, is often born from comparison. When people see someone radiating confidence, it serves as a reflection of their own insecurities. If they feel uncertain about themselves or unsure of their own value, your strong sense of self can highlight their perceived inadequacies. This discrepancy between your confidence and their doubts can trigger discomfort. Instead of using your confidence as inspiration to grow, they may feel as if they're falling behind. They may even feel like they're not measuring up, which only deepens their sense of inadequacy. As a result, rather than celebrating your success, they may react with resentment or jealousy. Spiritually speaking, confidence is not about arrogance or putting others down. It's about being grounded in your truth. When you know who you are at your core and stand firm in that truth, you radiate a natural energy that is both empowering and peaceful. This sense of self-assurance doesn't come from the need to prove anything to anyone, but from knowing that you are worthy, simply because you exist. When you embrace this divine truth, you stop shrinking or dimming your light just because it makes someone else uncomfortable. Instead, you let your light shine brightly, knowing that those who are meant to walk with you will find you. So while others might struggle with jealousy, your job is not to hold back. In fact, your confidence can be a beacon for others who are still learning to embrace their own worth. But remember, the key is staying grounded and humble in your power, not using it to diminish others, but to encourage them to find their own strength. Point 6, they want what you have, but aren't willing to do the work. Chosen ones. Let's be real for a moment. People love to admire the end result, but they shy away from the grind that gets you there. When they witness your success, your peace, and that undeniable clarity you seem to radiate, they want it. But here's the kicker. They want all of it without walking through the fire themselves. They yearn for your blessings, but without putting in the work, without facing the same trials that you've endured. They want the glory without embracing the gritty process that made you who you are today. Why does this often stir up jealousy? It's simple. Envy blossoms when people fail to see the journey behind your transformation. They only catch a glimpse of your present glow, the calmness in your soul, and the abundance in your life. What they don't understand are the years of emotional wounds you've healed, the countless hours of introspection, and the mountains you've climbed in solitude. You've fought battles they can't even fathom, and while they see your peace, they forget that peace isn't handed on a silver platter. It's earned through resilience and persistence. This disconnect between your inner growth and their perception of your success breeds resentment. They can't fathom how you manage to carry yourself with such grace while they struggle with their own battles. Because they haven't put in the work, they rage against what they perceive as effortless. They criticize or try to bring you down because they want your outcome, but they aren't willing to put in the sweat, the tears, and the quiet nights of inner work that you've faced. Here's the spiritual insight. The world sees your success and your peace as luck, but you know better. What they don't see are the hours you've spent building your foundation. Stay humble, but never downplay your efforts. Stay grounded in your journey, knowing that every test, every trial, and every sacrifice has been a step toward your divine purpose. The world may try to paint your success as mere chance, but you, Earth Angel, know the truth. It's the result of years of building the soul's foundation, brick by brick. Keep shining, and don't apologize for the blessings that are rightfully yours. Point 7. Your presence unveils their own fear of success. Let's reflect on this, spirit warriors. Your success, your presence, and your power are not just random occurrences. They are divine energies in motion, unveiling a deeper fear in others. That fear isn't just about you being successful. It's about what your success represents to them. When you rise, you shine a light on their own fears, particularly the fear of success itself. Many people are hesitant to succeed because it brings with it an immense responsibility. Responsibility to act, grow, and confront their own limitations. The world of success isn't all glimmer and glam. It's filled with challenges, sacrifices, and the constant demand for growth. This is exactly what triggers jealousy in others. Your achievement forces them to face the reality that their excuses may no longer hold up. It mirrors the effort they know they'd have to put in if they wanted to succeed themselves, and they're terrified of that responsibility. The prospect of rising and stepping into the unknown, of being accountable to a higher version of themselves, feels overwhelming. Instead of celebrating your journey, some individuals respond with envy and resentment. It's not that they don't admire your success, it's that they fear the reflection of their own unfulfilled potential. They'd rather cling to their comfort zones than confront the pressure that comes with growth. Spiritual insight. Never dim your light to make others feel comfortable. Your success is not just for you, it's a beacon for others to rise. Don't let anyone convince you that your journey is anything but divine. So spirit warriors, keep shining. Let your light guide others and know that your success isn't a threat. It's a divine invitation for others to rise too. Chosen ones, remember this. Your journey is sacred. Your power is divine. And when you stir the pot, it's not because you're trying to cause trouble. It's because you're awakening the sleeping souls around you. Keep posting, keep shining, and keep living in your truth. The storm that follows, it's not for you to control, but what you can control is your response. And that, dear spirit warriors, is the ultimate power. Stay awake, stay strong, and keep being the light that this world so desperately needs.